In this video, I'm going to show you how to crochet this gorgeous scrap yarn crochet cowl. This is so easy and it's made with just those yarn odds and ends that you may have on hand from other projects. And it's super easy to stitch up. I'm going to walk you through it every stitch of the way. Now our finished cowl is about 8 inches tall, and coincidentally it's also 8 rounds. I will talk later in the video how to customize the sizing a little bit, both for the circumference and the height as well. The circumference of the one here is about 28 inches, okay? But like I said, you can customize this so that it has a larger circumference or a larger height as well. It's totally up to you. For this project, you're going to need a pair of scissors, a tapestry needle, a tape measure is super helpful. We don't have a special stitch count for this, so you can really make it as wide or as tall as you want. The circumference of it is determined by the number of chains we're going to do, and then the height, the amount of slouch that you want for your cowl, is determined by how many rounds you want to work. So a tape measure might be helpful if you want to kind of deviate a little bit. For our hook, we're going to be using a 10mm crochet hook. Now I wanted to say as a side note, this one is a Clover & More hook. It's an N/P. Some companies call the 10mm hook a P hook. So as long as you just go by the millimeter size and not the letters so much, you'll be just fine. So a 10mm crochet hook. So let's talk about this yarn. Now this is truly a scrap yarn cowl that we're going to be making. I have gathered a bunch of number 6 super bulky yarn. I happen to have a lot of it on hand of all different colors and amounts, and I thought all the colors looked really nice together. Now, what I would recommend is sticking with the same yarn weight, but you can do any colors. This is a little bit of metallic. This is like a textured one, kind of like a heathered one, and then some solids here. If you look at your yarn label, look at the little yarn ball with the number in it. This is a 6 super bulky weight yarn, and I'm going to be using 100 yards of number 6 super bulky weight yarn for this project. Now if you hop on over to the blog, you can see the exact colors that I use, their names and everything. I made a little list so you can see that, but we're going to be going through and doing a round and switching colors and doing another round, so it's going to be lots of fun, very colorful, and a great way to use up your scrap yarn. Okay, so just grab any of the colors from the pile, and what we're going to do is we're going to put a slip knot on our hook to begin. So we're going to do our starting chain, and any stitch count, like I said before, it doesn't matter, there's no special stitch count. So we're going to do a chain 48 to start, but you can do less chains and make it the circumference a little bit narrower. You can do more chains and make it longer and loopier. It's totally up to you, okay? But we're going to do 48 chains. So to begin, we're going to put a slip knot on our hook. Wrap the yarn around your fingers to make a loop. Pinch it with your thumb to hold it in place. Bring the yarn behind the loop. Reach in with your hook, bring up that loop, and tighten. Now again, we're going to do 48 chains. So to make a chain, wrap the yarn around the hook and bring it through the loop. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 46, 47, and 48. So here is our starting chain, and at this point you can kind of get a sense of how big a round it's going to be. So if you take your chain and kind of make it go in a circle before you join, if you like that circumference, that's wonderful. You can kind of stick to those numbers. If you want to change it a little bit, if you want to pull out a few chains and make it a little bit smaller, you can go ahead and do that. If you find that it's a little bit narrower than what you were after, feel free to add more chains onto that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to join in the farthest chain from our hook, and that's going to create the very bottom edge of this kind of cylinder shape that we're making. We want to be careful not to twist our chain, because then we'll create a twist in our work and it'll be harder to work into the chains. The front of our chain here looks like some stacked V's, and if we flip it over, they look like links, almost like a linked fence or something like that. So flip it back over to the front, those stacked V's, and the easiest thing I find is to take your thumb and just kind of run it down those V's. If you get to a part in your chain that's twisted, just gently twist it back. So here I have a little bit, see this twist? I have a little bit of a twist here. Twist it back and then keep running your finger down it just to smooth it out and get it nice and untwisted, okay? So this is our first chain that we started, and we're going to join with a slip stitch. So insert the hook into that farthest chain from the hook, then grab your yarn that's connected to your yarn ball, wrap the yarn around the hook. Now bring that loop through here, and then bring that loop through the loop that's already on your hook. And now our cowl is joined and it's ready to go. So we're going to stick with this same color for this first round, and just we'll switch colors later. I'll show you how to do that. But to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of scoot this tail out of the way. We'll just kind of pull it this way. And we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now this chain 3 is going to count as one of our double crochets. So we're going to hop over to that next chain that we see, and we're going to work a double crochet in that next chain. So to make a double crochet, wrap the yarn around the hook, insert it into that next chain, and bring up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on the hook. Wrap yarn around hook, bring it through the first 2 loops. Wrap yarn around hook, bring it through the last 2 loops. Then we're just going to do this in every chain all the way around. So we're going to work a double crochet into the next chain, double crochet into the next chain, double crochet into the next chain, and so forth, okay? So go ahead and work all of your double crochets all the way around in each chain. And then when we get towards the end of round 1, what we're going to do is rejoin, and I'll show you how to close this round and how to start a new round. And we're also going to change colors. We're going to try to make this 1 round per color for our scrap yarn cowl. So keep going all the way around with your double crochets, and when we rejoin, we'll finish up round 1, start round 2, and start it in a new color. Just coming up to the end of the round, working those last couple of stitches, and then we're going to join in that, remember that chain 3 we did at the beginning of the round? We're going to join to close with a slip stitch to close it, okay? So count that 3rd chain up, 1, 2, 3. Insert your hook in that 3rd chain up, wrap yarn around hook, bring up a loop. Now bring that loop through the loop that's already on your hook, and round 1 is complete. So we have the very beginnings of our cowl. It looks lovely. So the next part is round 2. If you want to stick with the same color, your scrap yarn, you can stick with the same color. If you want to change colors, what we're going to do is we're going to cut the yarn and we're going to fasten off. So wrap the yarn around the hook and just pull it through the loop. And then you're just going to grab the next color. For me, it's this dark blue. And we're going to reinsert our hook back into that same stitch where we left off. So reinsert your hook back into that same stitch. And we're going to take our yarn and we're going to hook it right on. Bring up a loop. And then we're just going to tie it right onto our project. Now there's lots of different ways to join yarn. If you have a preferred way that you like to do it, feel free to do that. So grab your yarn and we're going to take our hook and we're going to go back into that same stitch, and we're going to bring up a loop and chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then you can do one of 2 things here. We're going to be using lots of different colors, so I'm going to hold my tails along the edge as I work, and that's going to weave those tails in as we go. Otherwise, you can weave those in, all of them in at the end. It's up to you, but I'm going to weave mine in as I go along. It'll save a step. So what we're going to do is work a double crochet now in each stitch. So we did our chain 3, so we're going to work a double crochet into the next stitch here. So sometimes I get questions about where to work. What is the next stitch? And that's a great question. So you can see our chain 3 from the previous row, and here's our chain 3 from this row, okay? This is the next stitch, and at the top of the stitch is a little loop. So that's where you're going to work. So work a double crochet into the next stitch. I'm holding those tails along the top edge of my work, and it can be a little fiddly to kind of hold all this together, but just try to do the best you can. If it's too difficult, again, you can just weave those in at the end. But we're just going to work a double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And as you can see, we're starting to get some fun color striping, and we're just going to add more and more colors to this. So it's going to be really, really fun at the end. So just go ahead and work a double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And when we rejoin, I'll show you how to finish round 2 And then you can just keep going with your cowl as long as you want, as many colors as you want, as tall as you want, okay? So keep working your double crochet in each stitch all the way around, and when we rejoin, we'll finish round 2 and keep going with our other colors. Okay, just coming up to the end of round 2, working those double crochets in each stitch, and then we're going to close the round the same way we did before. Count 3 chains up and join to close with a slip stitch. Insert the hook into that 3rd chain up, bring up a loop, bring that loop through the loop already on your hook, and round 2 is complete. So I'm just going to cut the yarn and we're going to wrap it around the hook and fasten off. Okay? So what we're going to do for the rest of our cowl, and it's off to a great start, is just keep repeating round 2 over and over and over again until you have your cowl as tall as you would like it to be. Now, the taller you make it, the more it's going to come up around your neck. And if it's wide enough around your neck, it'll slouch more too. So if you make it shorter, it'll kind of more stand up. So it really depends on the look that you're after. Now, when you keep adding more colors, like I'm going to add this color next, all you're going to do is do the same thing we did before. Go into that last stitch worked with your hook, hook the new yarn on, just tie it on, and you're ready to go, okay? So keep repeating round 2, and when we rejoin, I'm going to show you the progress that I made with my colors, and we'll talk about how many rounds we did and the sizing and things like that. So keep going with round 2, and we'll rejoin in just a minute. Okay, just coming up to that last round, working that last double crochet, and then we're going to join in that 3rd chain up once again with a slip stitch to close the round. So as you can see, the colors look beautiful. We're just going to cut our yarn and fasten off. Now, the last thing we need to do is weave in some ends. So if you held your ends along the edge as you worked, you'll just have to trim a few and then maybe weave just 1 or 2. So let's turn our cowl inside out. And as you can see, I wove a bunch of mine in as I went along. So all these require is just give them a little bit of a tug to straighten them out and then snip them. And then tug and snip, tug and snip, tug and snip, all the ends that you see that we wove as we went along. And see how that makes it a lot easier. Saves a bunch of time at the end. And there's one more that I missed. Okay, and then we have the one where we started down here and the one where we ended up. So just grab your needle, and if you have more to weave in, go ahead and weave those in too. So again, this is inside out, so we're just going to try and stay in these back loops. And when you weave your tail in, I have a blue tail that I'm weaving in, so we want to stay in the blue area. Just stay in that area, go in one direction and come back in the other direction with the tail just to lock it in place, and then give it a snip. And then we'll repeat for this other tail. And again, we have this kind of beige tweed color. We're going to stay in that same color. If we were to weave this into an area like this blue or pink down here, it would show. We want it to be as camouflage as possible when we're doing our finish work. And same thing for this. We're going to go in one direction and then come back in the other direction. The tails that you wove along the edge and snipped, you can of course weave those in a little bit more if you feel that they need to be done. And then give that a snip. Okay, so let's have our big reveal. We're going to turn our cowl right side out, straighten everything out. I like to just straighten all those stitches out. And our scrap yarn crochet cowl is complete. And the thing that I love about this is everybody's scrap yarn is different. So no 2 cowls will look the same, and this is cozy. We've used up some yarn we otherwise may not have used. So that is how you crochet a scrap yarn crochet cowl. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure and click on that subscribe button to get all the latest Sparkle and Splatter video updates. I will see you in the next video. Happy crafting, everyone!